Hello everybody, welcome back to A Knight's Quest. So I've made a decision on this game. I am going to finish it. I did make a promise to myself, and well, I've said it multiple times in multiple games, that if I start a video on this channel, or if I start a game on this channel, I will finish it. So I am going to keep that promise, but this game does drain the life from me. So I am going to start cutting these videos down to a half hour. I realize that that means that it will take longer to get through, but at the same time, I have to play it less time each week. So it will make me feel better, even if I do have to play it for longer. Overall, I will have to play it for shorter times, or shorter amounts at a time, which will make me maybe start to hate it less. And the reason I came to this decision is because after the last part, I actually looked up some reviews for this game. And now most of them were the same bullshit, you know, that most games get, where it's like, oh, it's so great, it's a hidden gem, yada yada. Hold for backup. Okay. Complete 3 trials. Okay, so he's gonna give me the flame knuckle. Double spirit knight. Okay. The second divine weapons. Fast but weak attacks and cast powerful fire magic. Alright. Oh, and it also changes my shirt, which is weird, but whatever. Okay, and then that's the powerful fire magic shirt. But yeah, so I was reading reviews on it, and like I said, a lot of that. But then I actually found some that, you know, actually pointed out some of the mistakes, and I found one, and the guy had pretty much the same issues that I had with it. Okay, now it said that they were weak attacks. I say as I punch something that I've never fought before and therefore don't know. But anyway, so that guy has pretty much the same issues as me, where the game doesn't tell you a lot of stuff and just seemingly expects you to know. For example, he didn't know, and the only reason I know is because I looked up what the slimes were used for. He did find out that the slimes were used to increase your backpack size, but he never found the guy who does it. And in all honesty, I don't know who does it either. So I mean, I'll look it up. Apparently he didn't, but yeah, he went through the entire game with the shit inventory size that there was. But the funny thing is yeah, yes, fun plants, I got it. Exactly like I thought, or which the intersect can only be entered by one whose body is agile enough. All right. So the fast travel stations, right? Like I talked about that last time because it was a thing that was pissing me off, is that I could see all these fast travel stations but couldn't use them. Well, turns out, you basically don't get to use the fast travel stations. Oh my, okay, here's the thing. I expected to take damage. I did not expect it to shoot me off to the fucking moon. So apparently after, also, I'll say this real quick. You might get a little bit of background static. I guess you can call it static because, because I do have my window open, I do have a fan going, and it's still hot as hell in here. So I'm sorry if that is, I don't know, according to my microphone, it's not picking it up. According to my capture software, it's not picking up. Like, I sat there and I watched the microphone there, or the little microphone icon, and whenever the breeze would blow through it, it didn't register on the microphones. But I have had stuff not register on the microphone, and I could hear it. But generally, if it doesn't register, it's not going to be loud enough to really make a difference. But anyway, we get everything, or we go through the 3 temples, and we go to what, well, he presumed was the end of the game. Was not. Apparently it was a halfway point. And then you get an item that lets you use the fast travel station, but it does not unlock all of the fast travel stations. What it does is unlock the ability to activate the fast travel stations, which means that after you get that item, you then have to make your way to each and every fast travel station again in order to use them as fast travel stations. Which is a fucking bullshit beyond belief. And yeah, and then you end up just apparently going through all the temples that we're currently going through again. Okay. Actually did a big chunk of damage to my health, but whatever. I still don't know where I'm going. But yeah, he had, like I said, very, very similar complaints to that I have to this game. Where is this going? Although apparently he did find the... Oh, there's a chest. Yeah? Can I parry with these? I can. Come on. But apparently he, in fact, did find the dialogue to be humorous, whereas I don't. But, you know, whatever, to each his own. The funny thing is he actually got stuck at more or less the same point as we did in the last part. Oh, okay, not what I wanted to do at all. I like how they keep him going forward, right? So I fucked up the jump and I hit the thing, which means I gotta correct it. But then the next thing comes up so fast that I'm still correcting it as I come to it, so when I jump, he just jumps off. But anyway, yeah, so he apparently didn't talk to the rock guy out front that said you could now enter the temple. And he actually found the guard captain first, and then he couldn't find the last guardsman, the one that was poisoned. He couldn't find that one. And that's where he got stuck, because, so... I mean, it's interesting that we got stuck at the same spot, but, you know, not by the same thing, you know? Like, neither of us knew how to go into the temple, but for different reasons. Okay. So do this a couple more times. So yeah, I thought that was funny, might be the wrong word, but yeah, I thought that was interesting that that happened. But you know, what can you do? All right, see, now I don't know if I need to go over there or over there. I mean, both look like valid ways forward, and I'm still determined to just try and get through to the end of the game where we have all the abilities. Oh my god, that didn't work. How much does that one turn? Or is that one not turning at all when I do this? I could have swore that that one was turning. Come on. Up. Up. Oh, unless, you know what? No, it isn't. Okay. I see. I got you now. But yeah, from like the little bit that I read online, I saw one guy who was not a reviewer who actually enjoyed this game. Everybody else, clunky mess, basically. So I mean, looks like I'm not alone. Also, cannot get over there in disliking this game, but you know, whatever. It's still playable. I may not like it, and it may do a lot of stuff wrong, but it's not unplayable, which is honestly a little disappointing, because if it was like just unplayably bad, I could maybe justify not finishing it, but I know that I can finish this game. Like, I don't foresee anything in this game. How? Oh, okay. Well then, you're gonna be like that. Oh, can you actually see them in the... Well, Nope. I don't know if that's going to be the right choice, but hey, look at that. Alright, now let's see if we can do this first try this time instead of having to activate it twice. Okay. I was going to say, but let me guess, these things still suck. And, yep. But at least now I know the pathway through. Okay, so that'll bring us up here. I swear to God, if this is an item that I have to carry around, and not like, oh, there's just a spirit potion. No, I'm good. Still recharges really fast. I really have a hard time believing that you need those to actually progress. I can come back from that, yeah. The big chest. Well, based on the last ones of these I've opened, it's been diamonds. Mega bandage. Well, no. Is it? Well, it is fine. Okay. I thought so, but then I pressed the button and it didn't seem to work. Now watch it. He'll come out and it'll just be another mega bandage. Oh, bronze. Wow, that was. Actually, that gives us 5. That's good. That's actually something that we needed. Huh. I don't know. They said that the knuckles were, ow, fucker, were fast but weak, but it kills them before they can attack me, so I don't know why they would say that if the spirit sword is, I also don't know how the sword would be stronger. I mean, I get it, they're magical knuckles, but it's also a magical sword, you know, with a blade. Come on. Yeah, I don't really get why they have these things all over the place. I get it, they'll do that little bit of damage there, but they don't really do a huge amount of damage. Also, just because like I don't know how long it'll take us to get to the end, I do plan on just getting to the end of this right now, and then just cutting it afterwards. So like, there will just be a cut at some point, but yeah, I plan on making them all probably about a half hour or so, just so that I can give myself a little bit extra time with them, which is, you know, probably not a good sign for a game, but you know. Oh, wow, that second one takes absolutely ages to really? I hate it when they can get you with the spikes going back in. Nope, cut. You fucking shit for brains asshole. And that was, oh, and also in that review I read, that was another thing, another problem that we both found with this game is that, yeah, I don't care, I'm on it, is just like how inconsistent him grabbing ledges is. Which, oh, fuck off. I've had lots of problems with. Good God, that does a lot of fucking damage. Like that's a huge fucking chunk of damage. For a trial like this, that seems like it's a bit much. Nope, that did some work. See, now, and I don't even think that's a good one. I'm gonna wait for this one, because like that one there, it seemed, because like what else could it be used for? But don't mind challenges like these in this game, but they have those pillars coming out way too fucking slow. Like, there is absolutely no need for them to be that slow. Just like there's no need for those blades to be spinning like that. I don't mean like diagonally, I mean like the other spin. Like the vertical rotation is completely unnecessary on them. And if anything, it would actually lower the amount of damage they would do to anybody who hit like the blunt, like the side of it. Like it would start pushing. Now, granted, it's rotating, but I feel like that. Go. Good God. I hope that is there more trials than just this one. I also like how this is the trials, presumably, for this Flame Guardian, which would only have these knuckles, and yet they have wind power stuff in here. I mean, unless you can activate that with the fire, which would be weird, and I would hope they wouldn't fucking do something as stupid as that. You aren't making it very far unless you have the wind stuff as well. And considering that there's supposed to be, well, I mean, at least in the legend, 3 Spirit Knights that each have their own powers, not just one that has all the power. I mean, I don't really get it. But whatever. Okay. Over. This is a lot of just going up. I mean, there really isn't anything for complications in this game. You know, also, has this thing been sinking or something as I've been... Ah, it is sinking. Okay. Alright, well that... So, I'm assuming then that I was supposed to get up here fast enough that this was lined up with that. I mean, it's a good thing there's very... Wow, you guys just fucking suck all the balls, don't you? I was gonna say that there's very little for fall damage in this game. And here's the thing though, right? It took off health. Like, I did in fact just take fall damage. So why did it kill me? Because it didn't take off, like, it barely took off any damage and then was like, oh, by the way, also you're dead. I guess you could also, if you're insanely patient, activate that thing and just wait for it to lower, but I guess some of these taller ones are a little bit less, like, stuck out. So the first time I do it, I make it up there and it's way too low. And the next time I do it, I jump off die and then get up there before it's done lowering? Really? Represents agility of a hero. Well, yeah, take it. God, that better not. Okay. An idol of speed, sure. And that's to go back, but that begs the question, what is down here? And there better be something, because if there's nothing, I'm gonna be annoyed that they bothered to put it in. I mean, they even gave you a way back. Can't get back and drop down there though. Although I'm not exactly sure where the fuck you would go. You fall. Oh, I guess that's just probably an earlier area. Alright. Wow. Why bother putting this here? Like, really? Whatever. Wow, not even. Hey, okay. One trial done. And actually, how long did that take? 20 minutes. Oof. Because I was going to say, if that took long enough, we could just have each, because I think the dumbass said that there was 3 of them. And we could presumably have 3 videos, 1 of each trial, but I guess if the trials are going to be that short, can't quite do it. I don't like this water's here, because I can't do anything with that. Oh, okay, that's just to get to the chest. Alright. Oh, there we go. See, I feel like this game falls under the context that a lot of games do, where it's bigger than it should have been, you know? Where like the game world, like Mask of Myths, right? Wait, say, was the perfect size for the game it was. I don't know what that has to do with using your wits, but whatever. Ooh, and then a bunch of money. I'm assuming that crate is there and it just has randomized loot in it, but it's there because they're like, oh, then they can get a potion if they took a lot of damage, which the lasers actually I'm not sure did any damage. But it still looks like the damage from me falling down a bunch. Oh, there's a lever. Some water. I'm gonna assume then that that's just a reset thing. Now we had a block like this before in this spirit temple, but we didn't have anywhere to where it seemed to fit, right? Because like I don't remember seeing any marks on the ground for it to go into. Alright, well let's... Well, it's not there. Oh, I see. I don't understand what that other block is for then. This is honestly really annoying that they did it, that they started it like this. With you having to move them out of the way, like... Really? He also keeps looking to the side, like I don't, like when he runs past an enemy or something, he always like looks at them, but he keeps doing it here even though there's no enemies around. Come on. Over. One more. Started a new anime today. Actually. Yeah. Oh, fuck, what's this? I've been killing slimes for 300 years and now I'm at the max level. It's pretty good so far, 4 episodes in. So I mean still quite a ways away from finishing it, but so far so good. I'm really enjoying it. It's one of those ones where I'm really looking forward to, where I could definitely just sit there and binge watch all of it. But yeah, so there isn't a whole lot of fighting in it. And well, the fights that are there, as you can imagine, they're maybe based around somebody at max level. They don't last very long. But I'm fine with it. It has a lot more... it's one of those ones that are significantly more like... Where while there is combat in that, it's still mainly, I guess you could say, slice of life, you know? Really? Well, that doesn't block a whole lot, does it? The fuck good is that? but I still don't. I can't climb that. I wonder, does this? Ow! Fuck you! Alright, you little fucking whingy little piss pot. Okay, you gotta stop. There's a chest over there. This can go back and forth, but it doesn't. Really? Also, why did it knock me over like that? Okay, so you can't parry those. And we got this whole... God, it's... What a fucking annoyance. And that's literally all it is just an annoyance. Like, I don't have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I see that block up there. Fuck off. But it's not like I can make it up there in any way, shape, or form. I mean, like, yeah, I can do this. I don't know. Does this actually let me jump high enough? Oh, it seems to, actually. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, it does do damage. Insanely little. But I guess it does do damage. Oh, fucking Christ. I hate it when they have shit in games where it's literally just an annoyance. Like, there's no difficulty to what I just did. Like, having that thing there did very little. Like, yeah, it did make you figure out how to block it, but I mean, they could have figured out a different way to do it than just having an annoying laser constantly hitting you and doing almost no damage. Like yeah, technically there was a risk of death there, but it was insanely small. Okay. This just leads back down there. Okay, so I'm assuming this will open up another gate. Or just raise that so you can get on the ladder. Really? Ugh. Alright. Okay, well, you know what? Actually, with that, I guess we'll end the first part there. I know I said I was just going to go, but since I'm actually going to... So I actually managed to keep my eye on the timer a little bit. Yeah, so that'll be it for this part. Next part, we'll finish off this trial and hopefully make it through the third one. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Wednesday for more.